super young lady who's coming to join me in the second half, who's just making big strides in the singer-songwriting world. It's Charly also, but she's known by the stage name as CharlySomething. I hope I got that right, Charly?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, that's great. And it's really nice to have you with us.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. So tell me a little bit about what you've been doing recently, Charly, and all the things.
Recently I've been concentrating on writing and perfecting what I do to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
I've gone into a lot of poetry as well.
I'm going to ask you about that, but tell me the overall picture of what you've been doing recently, because you're only a young lass, you're only about 29.
29? Be careful.
I'll guess that, won't I?
No, table's too big.
Yeah, it is a big one, this studio. Seriously, you know, in your early 20s, just about breaking through on the scene, doing very, very well. But I want to know where it started. I want to know your story.
Okay. Well, I grew up around quite a musical family. Most of my relatives play an instrument, but my grandma had a piano in her living room, and 4 sets of neighbours after that, my mum decided to buy me a guitar because she wanted to hear something other than chopsticks, I think.
Now, you were lucky, because my mum used to make me have piano lessons and make me play the thing, and I hated it, you know. But she used to make me do it, you know. But later on, I think it's good, the piano, because it gives you a little bit of musical knowledge down it, you know.
It does. It helped me with my theory. It really did.
Great. So where are you performing and what are you doing at the moment? Because you mentioned your poetry, which I know is a big part of your life. But,
yeah, definitely.
But you're playing and you're singing various places and you're recording your music?
I am. I'm taking a little bit of a step back from gigging as intensely as I have been to record what I do. I mean, I had bought a few songs with me that I'd produced myself. And when I say produced, I mean played around with Logic. And
oh, right. Well, that's
tried to teach myself what to do.
That's great. That's what it's all about. We were talking to one of our guests in the first half of the show, you know, and that's what's there for you today. The opportunity is there to record your music and get it out there, and it's a wonderful there aren't so many places to play, is there? I mean, I think that's a big problem. Would you agree with that, Charly?
I would. I mean, when I started out many moons ago, when I was about 14. So not that long ago, actually. There was an open mic night in every corner, but now they just seem to be dwindling down.
I think the reason for that, really, the last 18 months, it was you heard. I don't know if you caught the interview with Jason Kelly in the first half, but I think if you went back 20 years ago, you know, the tributes all come forward, and it's there again. Now, I ain't one who knocks it. I mean, each to their own. You make a living and you take your stage performance forward, however it is. But I do think everywhere they put tributes on, and I think it's wonderful to say somebody like yourself, you know, taking your own stuff forward, you know?
I agree. I mean, there are a lot more tributes on than when I first started, but they're songs people know. And if you put on a tribute act or me, who's going to get the crowd more entertained? Because it's songs people know.
Yes, I suppose so. Yeah, it's fair comment. That's fair comment. But you're playing all up and down the country now, ain't you, as well? I know you're working on your poetry at the moment. I'm going to ask you to tell us a little bit, and hopefully you've got one that you can do for us tonight.
Oh, possibly.
You'll have to think.
I'll have a go.
Well, there I'm going to throw down.
You planted the seed now.
I did. Take it away. Then give us one of your poems, and if you can do it off the cuff, can you?
I can. I think so. It might not be the recorded version, but there we go.
We'll roll.
Have a go.
Make it roll.
As I spent my evenings sitting in the dementia ward with my clothes stinking of the comforting scent of soluble oil, I was reminded of everything I already knew. Don't rush her. Don't punish her. She doesn't know why you're upset. Don't get cross. Don't get angry at the fact she isn't dressed. Don't question the fact she feels like a snowstorm, because frankly she just does. Wander with her when she ambles round, even if it's just because she cooked you dinner. She forgot to take the beans out the tin. You got there just in time though. Stay calm, you can order in. she's the lady she was before, just in a different light. She's still the grandma you adore.
That's lovely, that is, Charly. I really love that. That was very sort of reaching out to people. I don't think we understand or think enough. I mean, I've gone in the old people's arms, you know, and I think we forget sometimes the wisdom that is there if you just have a little bit of patience to link and communicate, you know, and just stand back a little bit and have that patience. And I like that. That was a lovely poem. Thank you very much for that. So, what sort of... Now, I've got to say, I mean, pick this up. You've been playing at some, well, the Cavern Club, and you were at a big rock pop festival in the not too far back.
Rock and Pop Festival, yeah. I attended a very well-known music school.
Right. Go on, promote it, I don't mind.
Solihull Music Service, there we go. They were very good. So I had many a fantastic year with them.
Yes.
But I feel like since I've left and since I've grown, I've been allowed to experiment more with my music.
Yes.
And that I've been writing more songs. I'll be going into different genres. Like, I did a song not so long ago with my friend Thomas Hill called Dear You, which is not necessarily what I'd normally do, but I really enjoyed doing it. I really enjoyed having the scope to go down different avenues. Yeah,
it's expressing yourself in new avenues, isn't it? You know, and I think as a singer-songwriter or as a poet, really, or any art form, you know, that's what you have to do. Absolutely. You have to go with your own thing, don't you? And express what's there for you at that time. And although you've just get a lovely shout out to that particular school, you know, wonderful, and I'm sure they'll be very grateful for that. As you say, you've got to move forward and do your own thing. Charly, I wonder if you'd be... I must say, I've dropped this on Charly tonight, really, because I've had to lend her my little Marty, my little baby Marty. And, you know, I think it's always hard to drop onto a strange guitar. But I was wondering if you'd like to do us one of your little songs. I'm sure
I really like this strange guitar.
It's a nice little guitar, isn't it?
It really is.
And of course, it's been made. They've been made quite famous in more recent years by a rather famous pop star, didn't they?
Oh, that Ben Sherman guy. That Ben Sherman kid. I've heard of him.
I like it.
Yeah.
So, would you like to tell us what you're going to play for us?
Okay, I'm going to play a song called Have It All.
Take it away when you're on time.
Thank you very much. I made a meal, I threw it up, but you can have it all. Credit card for two, sofa made to suit me and you, but you can have it all. Maybe we'll fly the nest and make it home for Sunday best, and you can have it all. I don't want love, baby, if it ain't you. I don't wanna go home, baby, it ain't home without you. I made a pact, dignity was still intact, and you can have it all. Dinner suit for two, sofa made to suit me, not you, but you can have it all. Maybe we'll fly the nest and make it home for Sunday best, and you can have it all. Maybe we'll fly the nest and make it home for Sunday best, and you can have it all. I don't want love, baby, if it ain't you. I don't wanna go home, baby, it ain't home without you. I made a meal, I threw it up, but you can have it all.
CharlySomething. I'm impressed with that. I like that.
Thank you very much. You sound surprised.
And I think no, not at all. And I think you played that a downside better than Mr. Sheeran, really. You know. And
wow.
no loops there. She cut that live, so I'm very impressed. Well done, well done. I suppose we've got to ask you, where can we, get your music? Where can we buy it? Are you cutting CDs now? Are you producing albums?
My recent single that I recorded with my friend Tom Hill is on iTunes, Bandcamp.
Okay.
Bandcamp.com/CharlySomething. You can follow my Facebook page, and I'm on YouTube.
You're all over.
I am.
And have you got? I'm supposed to ask you a website. I don't think anybody's using websites anymore. I don't get much traffic through my website.
I don't know.
It's all Facebook, isn't it?
It is. It is.
But
it's
do
where
you?
the audience is.
I think you're right, Charlie. Funny enough, and as I said, my first guest was saying the same years ago. You got to have the website, but I think everything now is really Facebook or the other type of places that you've said. I'm going to sort of ask you what your ambitions are, where do you want to take this, what do you want to... Because I know that you're very interested in art as well. I know that art is very important to you now. I paint, but when you... What is it that where do you want to go? Where do you want to take things forward? I think it's nice that you have a lot of diversity, but is there anything that you're particularly focused on?
I think it's got to be songwriting, because the poetry does just seem to sort of come to me. Yeah. But
that song was great. And can you just give us the title of that?
Have It All. It's available on Bandcamp.
Brilliant.
I think free download.
Fantastic.
Present.
Nothing like free, is there?
No, there isn't.
So, what are your other artist interests, Charlie? What other things do you do? What do you want to take forward and present? What are you presenting? I should say.
Recently, I've gotten into more the visual arts to put alongside my music. I've started playing around with that. It's probably about it, really. Songwriting, visual arts, and
absolutely
poetry.
Great. Now, I got to know this young lady when she did me a very big favour, actually. I wanted to get this particular instrument for my son, and she was great, really. She helped me to get it sent and posted. So can we give a shout out for Chris as well while we're doing this?
Chris Heald, Rum Direction, for your vulgar drinking songs.
I like that. I like that.
It's what he does. It's what he does.
Absolutely great. So, what would you say then? I mean, you're starting to break through and starting to make a name for yourself now. Where are you based from? Where are you based, actually?
I'm from Solihull.
Solihull. So, the posh part of the Black Country there.
No. I'm from the side of Solihull that no one wants to admit to coming from.
Oh, fantastic! Bless your heart. It doesn't matter where you come from; it's where you're going. That's the important thing, and it's having the dream and where you're going to be and caring about people. And I like your poetry and I like your songs because I think they both reach out to the art, that's what it's all about, really. It's not having 8 records or successful albums. It's if one person is touched by what you put forward, and you touched me tonight with that song because you wouldn't know, but I've been very involved, really, with going into sort of care homes and coming across people with dementia, and obviously it's touched you on a personal level.
It definitely has, yeah.
But you've reached out and in words and music express your feelings about that, and I think that's great.
Absolutely.
That's great.
I wrote another song called Face to a Name, which is about dementia and my personal experiences with it.
Do you want to play another one?
Yeah, I'll play it to you.
Go on then. Okay. Let's have that one then.
I haven't played it for a while, so...
I like the sound of that. In your own time.
I saw her watching her watch, then she'd ask me the time. Where do you go when your heart don't work with your mind? I could worry and worry about what you decide to say. Doesn't matter anyway. I've drunk whiskey much older than you. sat in the chair by the morning. She'd forgotten why we were arguing. Didn't know I was cross and the point had been lost, so she told me the story again. I've drunk whiskey much older than you. Now you're mine, singing a different tune. You'll see me again someday, when you can put a face to a name, can put a face to a name. I've drunk whiskey much older than you. Now you're mine, singing a different tune. You'll see me again someday, when you can put a face to a name, can put a face to a name.
Charly, that's absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed that. Charly, I've got to reach the stage of asking you, where can we actually come and see you perform? Where you're on in the next, I suppose, the next few weeks, or?
So I'm actually having a few weeks off.
Because you're concentrating on your poetry?
I am, actually.
I must be psychic now, I'm only joking.
I actually am. I play Suki 10 in town, in Birmingham town.
Okay.
I've played a few open mics at the Ivy Leaf.
Right.
In Sheldon on the A45. So you're lucky to catch me, really. You're lucky to catch me.
Lucky to get you.
Golden Cross in Coventry, that's another one.
Brilliant. I've got to ask you, what was it like playing at the Cavern?
Oh, it was fantastic. It's like nothing else you can imagine.
No.
It was a fantastic audience. Oh, it was super lovely.
Brilliant.
Really lovely. That'll stay with me for a very long time.
I think everybody says that about. I mean, it ain't the same as the original one, but it's still got the vibe.
It was electric. It
Absolutely
really was.
Fantastic. Charly, if people want to get in touch with you and book you for, I don't know, your poetry, your talks, or your music or whatever, where can they actually get in touch with you?
CharlySomething with an LY. On Facebook is probably the best place to contact me. And CharlySomething@gmail.com.
Right. Charly, it's been great to have you on the show. What about a message for people out there who are listening tonight, who, like yourself, a fairly young artist? You've shown a great deal of confidence to come in and play a strange guitar and sing tonight. I'm impressed by that, I really am. But what message would you give to people out there who, they might be a little bit nervous and lacking confidence and find it hard to come and do a live interview and play a strange one? I'm impressed with that. But what advice would you give? What advice would you give to people?
It gets easier the more you do it, and you've got to have confidence in your own ability and not don't listen to the criticism. Take on the constructive criticism and bat out what you don't want to hear. If music is your dream, if it's your passion, if you've got a passion for words, music, art, anything that's not academic.
Yeah.
Yes,
have
a backup plan. Have a backup plan, but be confident in your own ability. Be confident in yourself, and if you've got a dream, make it happen. If you've got a passion, put it into practice and do it.
Well done. And you might end up where them Beatles did at the Cavern.
Possibly, maybe.
Absolutely. Everything is possible.
Definitely,
if you believe.